Have you noticed how her behavior has changed? Before, it seemed like you were the center of her universe. She looked at you as if you were the most important man in the world. But now, you feel the cold. She replies to your messages with delays, without enthusiasm. Conversations that used to flow suddenly feel forced, monotonous. And you ask yourself, what happened? Let me tell you something, this is no coincidence. She noticed. Yes, she realized that you were comfortable, that her interest was guaranteed. And when a woman feels that way, the game changes, but not in the way you expect. The worst part is that, at this exact moment, many men make the fatal mistake, they start to panic. They try to compensate for the distance with extra attention, with requests for explanations, or even begging for more time together. And guess what? That only makes her pull away even more. But what if I told you that you're just a few steps away from completely turning the situation around? What she's feeling right now is predictable, and that's exactly why you can use this situation to your advantage. Yes, you can reverse this distance, and more, make her chase after you, desperate to regain the lost ground. But only if you understand what's at stake here and know how to act the right way. In this video, I'll show you how. 5 simple steps that will mess with her mind and make the desire she had for you come back in full force. And most importantly, now you'll be the one calling the shots. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, hit the like button, and share your experiences in the comments. You won't want to miss the upcoming videos because what I'm going to share with you today might be the key to changing your love life forever. Ready to turn the tables? Then let's get straight to the point. Section 1. The hard truth. Why did she pull away? Let's be honest, why did she pull away? Many guys think it was a fight, a poorly chosen word, or just time. But the truth is much simpler, she stopped feeling the same intensity as before. And this happens to all men who get too comfortable. When a woman feels that the man is getting too comfortable, that he's no longer that constant challenge, something changes. Deep down, she starts wondering if you're still the strong, confident man she admired in the beginning. Or worse, if you're still worth the effort. And that's when her interest starts to fade. You might not have noticed it, but you started giving more than you were receiving. You know those little concessions you make, thinking you're being generous? She notices. When you start revolving your life around her, canceling your own plans, giving up on your priorities, what you're really saying is, you're more important than I am. And, man, that's fatal. Women don't fall for men who put themselves second. They want men who have their own lives, who have ambition, who have clear dreams and priorities. The moment you abandon all that to adapt to her life, you lose points. Now, it's not about playing it cool or pretending to be disinterested. The secret lies in regaining control over who you are. And from there, making her see again the man she was attracted to in the beginning. The one who didn't need to chase anything because he already had his life so well put together that she wanted to be a part of it. Putting yourself first and prioritizing your life is the safest way to make an impact on her mind. If you want access to a set of psychological strategies that will deeply affect her and make her beg for you to stay, check out my guide available in the description of my video. Section 2. Stop seeking validation, be the prize. Now, let's move on to the next step. Most men seek validation. They need to hear from her that they're still loved, that they're still wanted, that they're doing everything right. They beg for scraps of attention and are satisfied with lukewarm responses, as if they're receiving a prize. That ends now. Stop acting like her interest, or lack of it, is a life or death situation. This mindset puts all the power in her hands. And when you give her that power, the result is always the same, she loses respect. The key here is simple, be the prize. And what does that mean? It means that, from now on, you'll stop seeking her approval. You'll stop chasing after her to feel validated. Instead, you'll focus on increasing your own value. By doing this, you create something essential: doubt. She begins to wonder, why isn't he asking for my attention like before? Did he find something more interesting? Is he changing? This type of uncertainty will affect her on an emotional level you can't even imagine. And here's the crucial point: you don't have to say anything. You don't need to drop hints or try to make her jealous. Simply stop seeking validation and focus on being the man she fell in love with, the guy who knows his own worth and doesn't need anyone's constant approval. Section 3. The discomfort of feeling she might lose you. Now, let's talk about something few people truly understand, but that is a powerful emotional trigger: the fear of loss. What happens when a woman feels that you're always available, always there for her no matter how she treats you? She relaxes. She knows that no matter how much she pushes you away or ignores you, you'll come running back. But what if, suddenly, she felt like she might lose you? This is one of the most uncomfortable feelings for anyone. The fear of losing something valuable makes people reconsider all their actions. And when this fear is triggered, she will start fighting to ensure you're still in her life. So, how do you do this without playing dirty? You value yourself. Stop accepting less than you deserve. If she starts treating you with coldness or disinterest, you simply won't tolerate that. You'll show, through your actions, that you don't need to stay where you aren't valued. When she realizes that you're no longer available, that you're not accepting scraps of attention, her instinct will be to fight to regain control. She'll start trying to recover the ground because the idea of losing you to someone else or even to your own interests is unbearable for her. Remember, no one values what is always available. If you want to be valued, you need to make her realize that you're a unique opportunity, something that can slip away if she doesn't give it the attention it deserves. Section 4. Mystery is your ally. Have you ever thought about how, at the beginning of any relationship, there's always an element of mystery? That mystery is exciting. It's what makes her think about you, wonder what you're doing, who you really are. But over time, many men become completely predictable. Predictability kills desire. When she knows exactly what you're going to do or say, her interest starts to wither. She loses that initial fascination because there's nothing left to discover. So, how do you regain the mystery? Simple: don't reveal everything. Stop being so transparent about every detail of your life, your feelings, your intentions. This doesn't mean being dishonest, but rather leaving a little bit of doubt in the air. She needs to feel that there are still layers of you to uncover, that there's still something interesting behind your actions. This unpredictability will make her intrigued, trying to figure you out, wanting to know what's going on in your mind. And that's exactly what will reignite her interest. The desire to understand what you really want and to win you over again. Section 5. Turn her desperation into action. Now that you've started to turn the tables, it's time for the final step: making her feel like she's truly losing you. This is the moment when her discomfort turns into desperation, but not the kind of desperation you're used to, the kind that makes her act. See, when a woman realizes that the man she thought was guaranteed starts pulling away, an emotional alarm goes off. The fear of losing you to another project, another person, or even to your own freedom will affect her in ways you can't imagine. Suddenly, she feels like she's no longer in control, and this creates an almost instinctual need to regain the lost ground. And here's the key: you won't chase after her. You won't give her the signals she expects. Instead, you'll stay focused on yourself, on your goals, on your life. Without giving up who you are, without asking for more attention, or begging for the old connection to come back. You don't need to do that anymore. Now, she's the one who will start chasing, trying to win your attention back. What does this do? She starts acting with more intensity, investing more in the relationship, because the discomfort of losing you will turn into a race against time. And this, my friend, is what completely changes the game. She starts seeing you as a challenge again, someone valuable that she can no longer take for granted. She realizes that if she doesn't act fast, she might lose you forever. At that moment, you're the one in control. And the best part? You didn't even need to beg or play games to get here. You simply showed that your value is higher than she imagined, and that you won't accept less than you deserve. That's the difference between being the man who chases and the man who is chased. Now that you understand that her distance is not a defeat but a powerful opportunity to turn the tables, it's time to take control of the situation. It's not just about stopping the search for validation or being less available. It's something much bigger, becoming the man she simply can't ignore. You've realized that when you control your emotions and start focusing on yourself, everything around you changes. She changes, the dynamics change, and you're the one setting the rules. And the best part? This gives you the power to attract not only her attention but also the respect you deserve in any relationship. But here's the truth, this is just the first step. If you really want to take control of your love life and leave behind the frustration of always being the one who chases, you need a concrete plan. And that's exactly why I created Conquista Infallible. This guide goes beyond superficial techniques. It teaches you step by step how to play with her emotions, awakening genuine desire and the will to be with you. You'll learn how to make her rethink everything and see that the man she's losing is, in fact, the man worth keeping. With these strategies, you'll stop being a supporting actor and become the protagonist of your love life. So, what are you waiting for? If you want to see real results and stop living with insecurity and doubt, click the link below and get Conquista Infallible right now. This is your moment to act, to completely transform how you handle relationships, and finally have control in your hands. And it doesn't stop there. Subscribe to the channel to receive more powerful tips that will continue to help you on this journey. Leave a comment on how these strategies have already started to impact your life. I guarantee you won't want to miss the upcoming content because it will elevate your confidence and skills to levels you never imagined possible. The power is in your hands. Now it's time to transform your life and become the man every woman desires.